Yes, you read that title right.
My life story. Yeah.
This video was inspired by a Facebook debate that asked the question, why is it unreasonable for atheists to disbelieve in Christianity? Like, is this actually a thing that Christians say? 'Cause that's not an argument. To make this claim is to completely misunderstand what logic and rationality actually means. It would be irrational to listen to all of those arguments, agree with them, and still not believe. It would be irrational to completely disregard and refuse to listen to anything that Christians have to say, and still openly argue against the truth of Christianity. It would not be irrational to just simply listen to the arguments that Christianity has and still disbelieve. Okay, stop pretending to be the perfect embodiment of argumentation and debate, and stop being afraid to be wrong. It is not irrational to disbelieve without a rational reason to believe. And guess what? As a Christian, that's your job. As Christians, we're supposed to be prepared to give answers to critics about why we believe what we believe. And that doesn't mean that you're obligated to always give an answer. If you don't know the answer, don't give an answer. But you should put some actual effort into actually taking steps to have the answers that critics have. And those answers do exist. After putting a lot of hard work into it, it'll be tempting to pretend like you have all the answers. But don't do that. Don't pretend like in arguments you always succeed and it's just them that's refusing to believe. Now, sometimes it might actually be the case, but you should never act like that is the case. Your attitude should never reflect like they're the one in the wrong. Disbelieving in Christianity is not inherently irrational. It can only become irrational. And the one argument that you think you won is not enough to make that happen. I think we as Christians collectively oftentimes don't really give a lot of respect to the rationality that atheists oftentimes bring to the table when it comes to their ideology. Don't get me wrong, I've seen some bad arguments, but I've seen plenty of good ones too. Okay, the point of this video is not to hate on Christians and defend atheists. The point of this video is to defend the intellectual integrity of Christians by telling you that this statement is ridiculous, and hopefully encourage you to provide answers whenever they're needed as much as possible. So here's another headline that'll probably turn some heads. You can still believe the truth and be unreasonable. Actually, almost all people are unreasonable in some form, regardless of what they believe. And this goes for everybody. Even if what you believe is true, you can still be unreasonable. Being on the side of truth doesn't automatically make you a reasonable person. You could have just gotten lucky. Even though reasonable isn't really an achievable status, it's more like a skill that you sort of build upon. What makes you a reasonable person is being able to answer questions, scathing questions, about what you believe. For whatever reason, I think we've lost the drive to be prepared to answer the questions that are out there. And the answers actually exist, so I hope that this video has encouraged you to go out and look for the answers to stand in front of critics with confidence. Thanks for debating with me. I'll see you on the next video.